Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you.
Hello and welcome back to episode 77 in the tub. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, we are going to have a pretty much full episode of...
us, but not just us.
Yes, a full episode of Friends. We had the pleasure of sitting down with a lifestyle couple that is, well, we met a few years back, and we go into a little bit of that during the interview. And we really just, we talked a little bit of everything with them. They're good people. Always a fun time, as I say in the intro with them. They're the life of the party. And yeah, again, it was a good time.
Definitely.
And well, then we're going to kind of wrap it up. So as we had said last week, final countdown's over. The graduation party was yesterday. So the high school chapter of parenting is done and over with.
That's a wrap, as they say.
Yes. And then with this launch being on Tuesday, we're going to be just a few short days away from hitting the road for our vacation. So keep an eye on social media, as I'm sure we'll be posting a lot of pictures as we drive cross country from Pittsburgh out to Las Vegas for 4 or 5 days, and then LA for a few days. Cruise back historic Route 66. The only thing I'm hoping is the weather changes a bit.
I doubt that.
120 degrees right now, pushing in Vegas. So it's going to be a warm one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to take too much time up here. We're going to go right into this interview. Again, want to thank Ranjan and Chelsa for taking some time and really just having, like we said, some good conversations. So at the end of this episode, they'll list a few of their social medias where you can find them as they're hosting parties and doing some stuff in the lifestyle around the East Coast and in the Pittsburgh area. So please give them a check out on their social medias, as well as ours. Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Facebook and on Reddit. As we have shared, you can now listen to In the Tub on Full Swap Radio, along with numerous other lifestyle podcasters and entertainers that are on the Full Swap Radio platform, as well as all the normal avenues in ourtub.com, Apple, iHeart, Pandora, Spotify. I was going to say Stitcher, but Stitcher's going away and not existent anymore. So transferring over to their Pandora platform. And, well, that is about what we got. So I think we should hop into the interview.
Yeah.
All right, welcome our special guest that we have with us today. We have a lifestyle couple from the Pittsburgh area that we've had the pleasure of knowing now for a few years. We've met, not really had a lot of conversation, but we've met over the years. And really, we can say, when they're around, the party is going. They are definitely the life of the party, and they bring a great time. We have them here in the tub today to really talk lifestyle, their thoughts, their views, and why the lifestyle is just continuing to grow and why it's a part of so many people's lives. Please take a minute and welcome Ranjan and Chelsa. How are you guys?
Good. How are you guys?
Hello. How's it going, guys?
It's going.
Yeah. Yeah. We made it through another Monday.
Yeah.
I know. A hot Monday. Goodness.
Yeah. And
Oh,
middle of the summer already. Like really 2/3 done of the summer already. It's crazy.
I can't believe that.
Well, I want to say I don't believe it, but we've been through like these last 3 weeks that felt like all the dog days of summer.
That is true.
My goodness, we baked and baked and baked, and all of a sudden, snow's not looking so bad.
Right.
All those people that complained about the snow, well, hey, guess what? Here's your 90s and 90% humidity in Western Pennsylvania. Hope
That's
you
it.
like
The humidity. Ugh. Anyway.
Well, again, like we said, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. We've been looking forward to interviewing with you guys for a while. Our paths have crossed so many times, but we've never gotten a chance to really sit down and kind of have a long, extended conversation. And I can't think of any better way to actually do that than when it's preserved for all time on the internet.
Yes, because once it's on the internet, it's there and it's true.
Or ever.
You can't put
It's
anything
all
false on the internet. Exactly. They don't allow it.
Yeah.
Well,
So we are a lifestyle couple. A little bit about ourselves. We hopped in the lifestyle 2018. I think
no,
it was 2017. 2017. Yeah.
around the same time.
And our story's a lot like everyone else's. You know, we were dating for a while and we wanted to check out and see what else was out there and experiment a little bit and expand our horizons. And fast forward a couple years, we essentially not only embraced the lifestyle, but we kind of grabbed it by the horns and let it take us for a ride, and in a good way. And we just had a blast. It brought so much color to our lives that we've made it a big aspect of our everyday living. These days, our social network locally is mostly lifestyle friends. Those are the people we choose to travel with and hang around with, and we have no regrets.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Like, I wouldn't change a thing, you know. And we've had some of the best people, you know. Lifestyle's been awesome.
We've been able to really kind of find our footing and find ourselves and really be our truest
embrace our
selves,
whole selves, right?
Yeah.
and as you say that, we've had the discussions in the past with other people, between ourselves. The lifestyle family really is. There are some truly lifelong friends we've made, and just, I guess we have some vanilla friends that on the perv, like everything is like, oh, that's so dirty. But like in the lifestyle, guess what? We laugh. We all have that same thought process, the same understanding, the same, oh yeah, I expected that to come out of your mouth. Okay.
That's the thing, because there's just a deeper connection with lifestyle people, even whether or not you've played with them or not. You can still talk about everything. Nobody's judging, you know, and you don't have those inhibitions, you know.
And you can make those kinds of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they ring true, you can make jokes about, you know, sex with other people and things like that. And it's not something you have to be afraid of because
it's not offensive, you know.
We're all on the same team.
Right. You don't have to worry about censoring yourself so much.
Exactly. That's what it's different. Like, yeah, our lifestyle friends are like some of our, they probably are our closest friends. We only have a couple vanillas we hang out with every once in a while, but
I try not
I don't
to
want to
use,
say vanilla.
We try not to use the word vanilla to describe people that aren't in the lifestyle. I maybe less fun people. I don't know what a better word is, but I feel bad using the word vanilla. I mean, it's accurate, but I don't know.
It's monogamous friends.
Yeah,
exactly. Monogamous friends. There we
go. That's nicer.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because a lot of our monogamous friends have not, I wouldn't say dabbled in the lifestyle, but all of them have probably fantasized about the types of things that we do, right?
You're not wrong. Not wrong.
Freeways, group sex,
And even
things like that.
Had some experiences, even if it's in college or something, but
And of
haven't
course,
pushed it.
But most of them, you of course closed the book on that chapter of their lives, and it's a shame that they're not that even society at large even isn't more understanding,
Or like accepting
of what we do, because the thing is the image that they have in their heads is like, it's a free for all and there's no rules and we're morally corrupt. And while that's maybe partially true, so much of what we do is like consent oriented and involves healthy conversations about personal boundaries and relationship security. And those are things that a lot of people that are monogamous are completely lacking.
And we care about a lot of these people. And it helps open the communication. Like my parents, for example, don't have the communication that we do, you know, because we've gone through it.
Sure. And you say, you just said a few words, and a few episodes back, I said I was coining the 4 C's of the lifestyle: communication, consent, comfort, and coming.
I like that. I love that. That is a good catchphrase. Yes. We need to keep that. You need to start using that.
But, I mean, we had a conversation with a couple. We're not sure they're entirely monogamous, right?
Oh.
But they had
we
all go to a New Year's Eve. We all go to a New Year's Eve party, and last couple of New Year's Eves, she's gotten very drunk and flat out asked us if we were swingers.
She's always asking me, and I've always kind of dodged it. I'm like,
you're like, what's that?
And this past New Year's,
it was like 3 years
ago.
Couple years
ago,
years.
We were like, okay, screw it. Let's just,
She asked me. Mrs. looked at me with this look of, oh shit, you're just done. And I was like, yep, we are. I'm banging other ladies. And she went, let's go upstairs into the garage and smoke and talk. I got questions.
Right. And that was, what was her first question? Is everybody always naked?
Yeah. Is it like a Roman orgy? I'm like, maybe sometimes, but no, like 95% of the time, no, not at all.
95% of the time, it's like a calm, cool, collected bar where people aren't being belligerent.
Right.
It's actually incredible.
They're not being creepy.
The amount of civilized people you run into at these places. For a long time, if I was, say, traveling out of town and she had to look for a place to go, I would send her to our local lifestyle club as opposed to a bar.
Right.
Because I knew she was safe.
We knew they were respectful, and safe.
People would look out for her. Now, of course, that's not to say that incidents don't happen everywhere.
Right. But it's like, that was a safe space for us rather than a regular bar where there's just randos creeping on you, or you just don't know what kind of situation you might get in. But in a lifestyle club, you're more likely to have friends. People respect you. They're not trying to take advantage,
Or even,
I would say,
even if you're new to the scene, I think lifestyle people tend to be cognizant of that, and they watch out for you a little extra.
They know,
which wouldn't happen. Which wouldn't happen in a monogamous space.
No.
Which is one thing I love about the lifestyle. It's we all tend to self-police and look out
for each other.
Yeah, look out for each other. It's a community, and it's actually crazy because even locally, there's people that have traveled elsewhere, and they run into people who know us, and they're like, "Jesus Christ, we can't get away from you." But it's just kind of funny because it just shows you how small the world really is.
Even in different cities, we've had friends that moved here, for example, and in their past, when they went to clubs, they just didn't feel like there was a community in their area. It was just like a couple friends here and there, but not like people they would hang out with all the time. But then they came here and they're like, wow, this is a thing, it's like these are our closest friends now,
Yeah.
That's like crazy.
Yeah, and the scene has really grown. I mean, we got into the lifestyle. We're going back 14 years or so, and well, there's 2 new clubs in the area that weren't open then,
Yeah.
and at this, and they're all different, but but there's so much overlap within the people. So yes, the one club is we will term it a swingers club. It is very much a specific type of group. There's the lifestyle club, which is such an eclectic mix. But you see people from both of those clubs at vice versa, back and forth.
And at different events too, right?
Yes, different events, whether it be the hotel parties, the takeovers that are happening. And no matter where you are, you're right. It's still the respect and so much of a togetherness.
Oh yeah. Big time.
Which is amazing.
We love that. You know.
It's I kind of wish those aspects of the lifestyle are what people would talk about more often, because that's not what the common people or the normal people think of when they hear lifestyle or swinging.
Yeah, they're just like sex, but like the friendships you make and the life you make. Like,
I mean, there are aspects that's I feel started with the normies that the lifestyle adopted. Like, for instance, pineapples. I feel like that was a joke that we kind of steered into.
We embraced it, right?
Right. I feel like kind of just like the pink flamingos. Like it was I don't know if I don't
know where that came
where it came from originally, but it's something that we've definitely embraced. The pineapples definitely.
Sure.
Like, I mean, my goodness. Anytime Dollar Tree gets pineapple stuff, swingers come through and just burn it up.
Well, I've been guilty of that.
Well, and
we all are.
Yeah, and I have as well. A few weeks ago, I came home and she went, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a neon pineapple thermometer that floats in the hot tub." She went, "And why?" I'm like,
"Yeah, I went, why?"
Cool.
You definitely need it.
You definitely need it.
There's certain needs that don't need explanation, and that's one of them.
Just like the LED lighted palm tree.
Well,
looks
like, that kind of flows right in. Yeah, the pineapple.
It looks like neon outline.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
the pineapple mat. Right when you walk in off of our deck into our dining room, it's a pineapple mat.
You definitely need that.
I guarantee you, when you come in off the porch, off the deck, those pineapples are upside down.
Oh yeah, we have like little solar lights for our table in the backyard too, and like almost always upside down. Like,
we're at a friend's house right now, and there is a pineapple on her door.
Well, and as we are getting ready to go on vacation next week, I'm like, all right, so we're taking the camper. We got a couple pineapple hanging things and stuff. I'm like, we may just have to throw these in the camper too, because you got to represent.
Yeah,
you gotta bring some with.
Of course,
put on the door in the front.
There's no such thing as enough pineapples.
That's true.
He goes right out the door when it comes to pineapples in the lifestyle.
Never
it's
have
like
too many.
You need more and more and more. If you're like, well, we have a bunch. We need more.
You need more. You all
more is always the answer.
Right.
Oh, here's a pineapple ashtray.
Oh, nice.
There's pineapple stuff everywhere.
Well, we do have the bar shaker.
Yeah, I got and as we travel to events and conventions and things, we always travel with a bar for in the hotel room, and we have the pineapple shakers and everything. I'm like, well, there you go.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So as we talked about the lifestyle in the Pittsburgh area. You guys have been doing some traveling in some other areas. Do you see the same type of growth and family connections within the lifestyle in other areas that you're traveling to?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. So what's interesting is the lifestyle, I feel, has gotten an earlier start in certain areas. Could be places that were more culturally forward or backward,
Or like big cities.
like for instance culturally forward, like more progressive cities or conservative areas, both equally tend to kind of jump into the lifestyle. When you're far away from moderate, I guess it's kind of interesting, because we've seen a lot of interest in, like, say, the Bible Belt, and exactly, and then we've seen a lot of interest in bigger cities, but especially, and this is what Chels just brought up, especially after COVID. I think when a lot of people spent a lot of time locked down with their partner
inside,
their
to try experiment.
Their fantasies maybe got a little wilder than they were before.
Well, and I think with the takeover company that we work with a lot, the community has definitely grown there. But I think mainly in the big city that they started in, Philadelphia, there's a huge scene there, because that obviously is a big city, but has more people. But the takeovers have grown big time there. Like, we've outgrown the hotel that we're going to this next weekend.
The company she's talking about, of course, is Friction Parties. Next weekend is their summer pool party in their hometown, Philly. Now, they have a pool party in most cities they host a party in, but the Philadelphia pool party, their hotel sold out in March. This party they went to.
For this coming week.
They started filling up a second hotel. They were seeking a third hotel, and they couldn't find one because that weekend is so big.
It's like,
but
I think
essentially,
it was up to like 765.
No. They've crossed 800, I believe, at this point. No, I think they've passed 8. I think they.
No way, huge.
Yeah, a large party. It's incredible, and since the shutdown, we've actually had a huge influx of younger people, and by younger people I mean specifically those that are, like, say 21 to 29, like, their 20s,
under 30.
Under 30s. I think because one, those people were brought up, that those would be what, Gen Z?
I think so, Gen Z.
I think Gen Z.
Zennials or something.
Maybe Zennials.
Yeah, one of those.
But Zennials are Gen X, millennials.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like, I think Gen Z to millennial, in that era. They grew up in a more sex positive environment.
More accepting of, like,
not just non-monogamy, but alternative relationship structures.
Overall.
And so I think as a result, once after the lockdown, once it let up, I think they were more willing to embrace these things openly.
And that's definitely true.
And so we've seen a huge influx of younger people locally and nationwide.
Anywhere we've gone,
far more so than before.
And as you said earlier, we've had that conversation as well. And again, you had the pandemic, the lockdowns. You were in your home with your spouse, your significant other, with the internet.
Yeah.
And the explosion of the OnlyFans, this, that, all of that.
That was big time.
And coming out, again, people are coming out. We came out of the pandemic, and we've seen, even as we travel to the Exotica conventions.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a very big lifestyle contingent that is at those conventions. And New Jersey, the first year back outside of the pandemic, it was insanity. We know the people that run the Cassidy side of it, which is who handles the lifestyle end, and they said we've never sold this many tickets.
Wow!
It's the lifestyle group weekend tickets. They said it's insane.
That's crazy.
Even just in Chicago.
Chicago was the same. Even this past April. They're like, it's still just blowing up.
Right. Because usually Friday nights when they start are usually kind of slower. and they said like
Oh, yeah, it
the
was
convention
insane
center
the
it was
amount of
in. They
people.
said you
Yeah.
couldn't move.
Yeah, because we actually did get to their after party on Friday night this past year.
Oh, nice.
We had just gotten into Chicago with enough time to kind of get to an after party and everything, and we had gone in, and it was like, what's going? Like, yeah, this is the lifestyle group, and it was insane. It was
That's awesome.
great to see
Right.
that there, as you said, there's more acceptance happening right now.
I think a big part of it too is social media, like the swing talk whole era. Like it's been a lot of people coming out and following them even, or like seeing, like learning more, trying to learn more about it instead of just like pushing it off and trying to ban it, which, you know, social media does still try to do, but at least more people are open seemingly to like learning more about it.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like
Finding information about the lifestyle has been,
it's a lot easier.
it's a lot easier now than it used to be. Yeah.
Without a doubt, yes. But when we started, it was
Yeah.
that old 3-letter website.
Yes.
That's it, right?
With the 2 other same letters. And that was bad. That was rough. And it really, you're right, it has grown. Now you have, yes, internet-based stuff. Now you have the full swap radio and just constant, playing of information and podcasts that are, when you say lifestyle, we've actually said that as well, because lifestyle anymore, that term is such a broad, it encompasses such a broad aspect.
It does. Yeah, because like a lot of people don't love the term swinger. I don't mind it at all, but like a lot of people say lifestyle is like a nicer, but sometimes when you search, you're not going to find the lifestyle. It's like becoming more used, but not as much as like swinger or like, upside down pineapple, but it just depends. That's interesting.
But the lifestyle does encompass so much more than just swinging as well.
That's the thing, and I don't think people know that. They don't understand that.
Well, they can. I mean, learning about it, it's easier now than it ever has been. The number of, growing up, there was, oh my goodness, and I hate that I can't remember her name right now.
I know.
The doctor, the lady that just passed away.
Yeah,
Dr.
Ruth.
Yeah.
She was like the only source out there.
She was like the only source of sex positivity that was like easily accessible, right? And then
Katie Morgan in Real Sex on HBO.
Real HBO's Real Sex and all those kinds of shows. Before and of course, Katie Morgan was definitely a trailblazer there. But now it's under every stone there's a sex positive message somewhere, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just hope that our culture at large will catch up with that soon.
Yeah, and I just hope like a lot of them are putting out the right message, because some of these TikTokers are like, it's just not exactly right. Most of them put out pretty accurate information, but there's here and there you're like, that's not quite right. So I just hope the newcomers are learning the right information.
A lot of that with specifically with respect to TikTok, I think the issue is there's a race for every single person that makes an account to become an influencer.
Exactly. Yes.
And so they'll say what gets some views, regardless of whether
it's accurate.
It's accurate. Yeah.
It's all about the clicks. It's all about the likes.
It's the agency problem. Yeah. For instance, it's an old business term, the agency problem, where a real estate agent won't necessarily fight to get you the best deal, but she will get you to come up in price to close on a deal faster, because that's her best interest.
That makes sense.
Right? Her getting her money sooner
rather than helping you
get the best price. Yeah. And so there's a conflict of interest. And that's an issue with the way social networks, the algorithm games people, but that's a whole different topic.
Without a doubt. I mean, again, as we look at, the majority of our publicity is done on social media, and it's like man, trying to understand algorithms and this and that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No.
a lot to keep up with. Ooh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
my goodness.
constantly changes. And,
Yeah.
yes, Elon, we just paid him his money for our blue check mark on Twitter because
Okay,
Nice.
he
right.
said if you get the blue check mark, it helps you not get shadow
Yeah.
banned
Yeah.
and closed down.
Exactly.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Elon Musk just needed more money for
If
whatever reason.
Mhm.
We all
it'll help you, though, that's
we all
good.
need more money. I
Right.
think
Exactly.
We all need more
realistically.
money.
Mhm.
I
And
really
it's nice to hear that we have something in common with that
Yeah.
guy, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
I do love the social media, though. It is more accessible to people, and it's mostly accurate, But there are little things here and there.
yeah, of course, yeah. When the
Always.
algorithm shadow bans you, it
That's
makes it very
tricky.
difficult.
It's
But
very tricky to keep up with.
yeah. And of
Yeah.
course
We hear that so much from the performers and creators that we talk
Yeah.
to, and they're constantly getting shadow banned and accounts shut down, and
I'm sure. Yeah.
and they're always like,
There's a
oh,
lot.
but there wasn't anything that
Corporate America, there's no rhyme. They don't have to give you a rhyme or reason. That's exactly what
That's
it
the
is.
thing, right?
adult performers in
Mhm.
particular have gotten the shortest end of the stick
Yeah.
over the past few
On all
years.
ends, right?
Yeah, no. So what's interesting is, like, for instance, Pornhub
Mhm.
became one of the
That whole
most
thing.
dominant players in equalizing the field
Mhm.
for small to large performers. Right?
Mhm.
It got so big that it attracted large performers. The ones that were bound to studios came to Pornhub, right? And then, of course, Pornhub got taken down.
Mm.
And
That's bad.
now, literally, and even OnlyFans
Oh yeah, even that's
is being a real pain for most performers.
Yes.
And for years, they've been trying to dial back their adult
Mhm.
content, but realistically,
that's their bread and butter. They
We
just
all
need to
know.
embrace it.
no one
Yeah.
signed up for an OnlyFans account to learn how to
No.
grill.
No.
and with that,
Right.
and they turned around, and that's exactly they came out and said, "Hey, adult content's coming off." Boy, they changed within, I think it was a matter of 3 days,
Oh yeah.
because they turned around and were like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, no, that I hate to use the old term, but sex sells."
That's the thing.
And
does.
and that is really where it is. And you see all of that, and that acceptance of the adult industry, the OnlyFans, and the money that's made there. But then, as you said earlier, you see a lot of the still unaccepting of the lifestyle, which at the end of the day is everyone, you personally, living out your life, living out your
Exactly.
fantasies, whether it be for emotional gains or physical gains or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a lot of sorry. Go ahead.
And specifically, the thing is, as lifestyle people, we generally only interact in a lifestyle capacity with consenting
Mhm.
people, right?
Right.
So the thing is, realistically, there is no harm done
That's a thing.
to those that aren't in the lifestyle.
We're not hurting anyone, and it's like, what was I gonna say? I lost it.
She lost it, but that's important to kind of focus on, though, is that one, it's really not affecting people that aren't in the lifestyle, so they really shouldn't be worried about it, right?
Right.
Like,
And it just seems more natural, like just like human nature. Like you're going to look at a girl down the street if you think she's hot, whether or not you have, a steady partner or like a husband or wife. Like it's just why hide that? Like it just seems silly.
yeah.
Because
And
now
what-
you
you
can
know-
go out and look at it with your significant other, and it's like
And you can both enjoy that.
exactly. We've had times where she'll point out another woman, and she goes, "You're slipping. I saw her first," and I'm like, "Sorry, maybe I'm just getting
or
old."
you'll point her out. You'll point her out, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I already saw that."
Yeah, already.
Already
Yeah.
Already
Well,
saw
well, why didn't you share then? Come on, that's the game. Share.
yeah.
And I love that, because it's like, oh, look at this, we can enjoy it and we can laugh, or like, take it in together instead of just being like, I can't believe you, like just like causing friction for no reason,
But yeah, swinging really is kind of a team sport when you do it as a couple.
Oh yeah.
And that's one reason it's brought us closer together. There are a lot of couples that have been torn apart by even not even indulging in, a desire or temptation, but like just letting it be known that there was one there, right? It's like, yes, I looked at another girl, or I got her number, or whatever, or whatever. But like, and when you're non-monogamous, it's like, oh, how do we get that person? Or you should go for it.
How can we do this together? Support each other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've, as Mrs. had said earlier, with these friends that we had shared about our non-monogamy, we're like, so are they? Maybe, is there a chance? All right, how can we get this figured out? Either they are or they're not, and if they are, then okay.
You're like, let's help these guys out.
Yeah, come on the show, and then we'll talk sex toys, and
we
then
will
you can try and see some of Mrs. Sex Toys while we're here.
Well, we did take them for karaoke.
Yeah, we did do a strip club night, and that was
oh, there you go.
Oh,
wait.
We love karaoke.
Karaoke at the Tennyson.
Dude, karaoke is one of our favorite events.
We gotta go together again.
So generally about once a month, our entire group goes for karaoke.
We love it. It's so much fun.
Nice. Yeah, we will have to find out when that is. We'll have to get out there. It's we always enjoyed karaoke.
It's been a while, but yes, that night was her. It was. We
took her for her birthday, yeah.
And she did end up on the stage, and it turned out interesting.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
A funny story about karaoke is the first time we went, or we were considering going, someone brought up that it existed, that there was this little strip club that was like kind of, a small, not a major name strip club. I don't want to use the words hole in the wall because that feels unfair to describe that place as a hole in the wall or whatever.
It's your hometown bar.
Yeah. It's a hidden gem hometown bar that just has some boobies.
So, well, like, okay, so the reason I say that is because what some may consider like dingy, I consider character in this particular instance. It's charming. It is so charming. And so we couldn't find out, like, we're like, okay, what the hell is karaoke? And so I went to their social media pages to look up karaoke. They hadn't updated they didn't have a website. They didn't update their Facebook for like 3 years. So I was like, okay, I'll go through the Google reviews and Yelp reviews and, see what the social aggregators say about karaoke. And have you ever read the reviews of that particular club?
I think I've glanced at a few of them and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they're all for a steakhouse. They describe friendly waitresses.
No, I have not. All right.
Yes, you need to look it up. It's so the place is built as a family-friendly steakhouse.
They're like best steaks
on Google Maps and Yelp. And I had to go back 3 years to find a genuine review because the internet has collectively been bullying this poor place for that long. And I was like, okay. And like, the lady that runs the place, she's been responding to each one of these comments and reviews like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is an adult establishment. This is not a steakhouse. Do not come here. Do not bring your children.
We do not have steaks.
Yeah, we do not have steaks. We went and we discovered that awesome. First of all, we didn't know whether you had a strip or if it was the dancers that were singing.
And you're like, do they sing?
But it turns out we sing and the dancers dance. and you're not allowed to get naked. They actually get angry if you do.
They're like, no.
They get pretty angry. But the dancers did used to dance on you if you're in your groove.
If you're
and it's
You're
just
like,
a hell of a
okay.
blast.
I love that place.
I never thought that an adult dancing establishment needed to mix with karaoke, but now
It's a perfect mix.
I really can't imagine karaoke without dancers.
Or like a dancer.
I don't want to live in a world without karaoke.
Yeah, or like a strip club without karaoke. You're like,
Yeah.
I would go to any of the AAA clubs, and I would turn down a free night there over a chance to go to karaoke.
Right? Love it.
Hey, that was where I had my first lap dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah. You got to experience it. That's all it is.
Right.
You do, right?
And yes, it has charm and moxie.
It does.
It does.
It does. I like that.
It absolutely does.
And I've had a few people, I've mentioned it like in the past, and I had somebody actually say, the place is still open. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is.
Like, oh yeah, it's definitely open. Let me tell you.
And I thank my lucky stars every day that it is.
Well, yeah, we will have to make it a night out next time you guys are there because it definitely is. It's always a good time.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. It's good stuff.
That's how we found it in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. It was lifestyle friends of ours. They were like, yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
And this
we heard it.
Again, 12, 13 years ago.
We heard about it at the club too. We're like, okay, let's try this.
It's a hell of a blast. Actually, we have a local group of people that we've kind of collected and curated or whatever you want to say. But we do a lot of like small events and social meetups, and karaoke is in the rotation.
It's like the biggest one.
It is. It's just sexy enough to be lifestyle friendly.
And even if you're new, you can just hang out with lifestyle people.
Yeah, it's a great mixer activity.
It's a good mixer,
especially for newbies.
For sure.
Just sexy enough, and it's risque enough.
It's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a good vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, question from the standpoint of from when you got into the lifestyle and started to now, and the growth and the expansion. We've talked about it with ourselves. When we got in, we had boundaries. We had, okay, we're not into this, and this. And that stuff has grown. Have you seen yourselves where the lifestyle is opened up things that years ago were like, yeah, no interest, no thought?
For sure.
So I will say our boundaries have definitely changed from the beginning to now.
At the beginning, it was like...
So what one of the funniest boundaries that's entertaining to us now, but of course that was very serious in the beginning.
For us.
For a lot of people, is no kissing, for instance.
We started with that one too, and it went out the window.
I'm like, are you gonna say the no kissing one? Because we did until the first experience, and it was like, yeah, fuck that noise, doesn't work. Sorry, can't.
I think it was like a couple times, and we're like, no, that's silly.
It's okay. So I don't want to criticize people that have that,
right? Because
you're right.
Not at all.
I'm with intimates,
I will, however, say that I blame our feeling towards that particular activity. I can trace it to one movie and one actress. It's Julia Roberts. Actually, it's her mother in Pretty Woman.
I don't know if it's her mother.
Her mother is for that line in Pretty Woman.
I thought it was like
Julia Roberts' mother sent that note on that script as the movie was being made. This is from Netflix's Behind, or whatever.
I don't remember.
What's the show called?
Behind the.
No, that's not Behind the Music.
What is that called?
The Movies That Made Us.
The Movies That Made
Us. Julia Roberts' mom's one note was, I don't think you should kiss. It seems like it's too personal. And that made it into the movie. And I feel like that inspired
A lot of people.
40 years of no kissing.
Yeah, right.
Well, and again, as Mrs. said, we had that same when we started. And
Yeah.
then after like the first experience, I went, well, wait a minute. Like, first off, it was odd because like we're into that. I said, and secondly, I put my face and tongue on her other lips.
Right? Why not
Wait a
these?
minute.
It's especially ironic considering what younger people are willing to put their tongues on.
Oh yeah. But also like it's a big part of the experience for us is kissing, you know? It's like
well, it's a big part of foreplay, and while it is an intimate thing, sex is also intimate.
Exactly.
And I think it's part of the progression that generally needs to happen for people to get their, say, juices flowing.
Oh yeah.
But I also, once again, I still understand that sometimes people feel the need to keep something back for themselves.
Yeah,
Sure.
like you.
But that's one reason we use the word boundaries, right? Boundaries can move.
Yeah, they can always change.
They can change, and as people evolve or not, but like as they grow or feel more comfortable with things, that's one of the ones that tends to fall by the wayside. And I'm thankful for that because I'd hate not kissing.
I know that would suck.
There's actually a couple that we play with. It was actually kind of interesting because we'd only had casual conversation with them in passing at the club, and then one time in the group room they just ended up hooking up with us. And of course, like, you know, we ran the gauntlet of activities with them, you know, kissing, oral, you know, full swap, whatever. And it happened multiple times. And then as we formed our little local group for our local parties, they were in attendance one time and we were playing a game, an icebreaker game. And we found out they were a no kissing couple. And I was like,
oh no.
Wait, we've been kissing you for like over a year. And they're like, oh, you guys are fine.
They're like, you're the exception. We're like, okay.
But like, we had no idea. We had literally spent a year crossing their boundary.
And we're like, oh no.
Without realizing it. They never expressed, you know.
They didn't say anything, but to other people, they're like, we don't usually kiss. And we're like, oh crap.
I was like, whoops, my bad.
Oops. And again, as you said, if there was nothing kind of said to that point,
right. We didn't know.
Yeah, that's part of that kind of you know, initial communication of hey, here's the do's and don'ts. And and again, I think what the clubs and parties have even done for us is even seeing some things that it's like never really thought about that, but maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be an interest.
And we've definitely seen things where we're like, okay, that's our limit, you know, like I don't want to do that, but I might try that, you know, right? And like even fantasy change, you like either add to them or you're like, maybe that's not something I would love to do, but I would try it and see how, you know, like there's a lot of those that have changed, right?
And then of course, as you check certain fantasies off, maybe they become less appealing or more appealing.
And then you're like, maybe I should try it again or something added to it, right? Like
I tried this, but let's tweak it a little bit. And and a lot of that's been our growth. I mean, we actually had got together with Russ, who you guys know from the Body Shop. And Mrs. had never, that was kind of always one of those, no, not really into that. And went and was, and actually she's like, I will get tied, but there's no suspension, not doing it. And we went in with Russ and he was like, okay, so are we tying? Are we doing suspension? And she goes, yeah, fuck it. Why not? And I went,
oh, there you go.
And so that has like just over the years where at the beginning, there really wasn't something that I guess we really even saw a lot.
Yeah. I'm still kind of scared of that. I've been tied a little bit, like we've done it here and there together, but I've never been suspended. I'm a little afraid. I don't know. It's more in like giving trust to someone else, but I know he's like an expert, you know what I mean? I would trust him if anybody else, but even like our, we like latex a lot, especially him. He's had that fetish for a long time. And I would never have pictured myself like trying it and like loving it as much as I do now. I was like, okay, like this is a thing like I would do over and over. You know?
Interestingly, that's one reason we bonded with Russ
Exactly.
to begin with.
That reminded me.
He also shared the latex fetish, so an interest in latex.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but tying, it's kind of interesting, I think, because like I think in our early days when we were learning how to do it, and the instructionals were, of course, very careful. Explain like, hey, if you do this wrong, you can sever nerves and lose feeling.
It can hurt someone.
And I think the importance of having someone who knows what they're doing is obviously,
that's big time.
big time. But that also, I think, maybe put in a little fear. Yeah, it was a little terrifying to hear. This, 15 minutes of like fun time can lead to lifetime consequences.
Exactly, right.
No.
Right. Well, and for me, originally I was with the being suspended because I have issues with motion. I'm very sensitive to like the swinging or spinning.
That makes sense.
So I made sure he knew that. So it was like we tried to control once I was up how much it swung.
And she wouldn't let you come over and spin her around.
No.
You're like, oh,
where
that makes sense.
We've been to like Exotica conventions, and they have the whole dungeon there, and they're just, tying people, suspending people, and I've looked and gone, no, I could never do that. Like, I mean, there was that one where she was suspended and he was still tying.
Oh,
so
wow.
She was swinging as he and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
that's scary. You're like, oh.
We saw a guy once self-tie and suspend himself.
I was like, what? That's cool.
There's been some performers that have done that, and they're able to do that. I'm like, that's pretty trusting because you're able to do that. Have the strength to pull yourself up and suspend you. But
that's
then
strong.
You have to release yourself and hope you don't smash to the ground.
Yeah, like how? Yeah. That is some bravery right there. Like,
right.
But again, it's one of those, as we had said, you guys have, you expanded on the fantasies, on the experimentations, on the look. I said, just as we had, impact play was never. And well, we have a flogger now that we use from time to time, and she enjoys.
And that
started. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and that started as seeing it again at Exotica and being like, I wonder what that would actually feel like.
And I'm like,
let me try that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, why not?
Well, like add to cart.
yeah. And I just happened to go to a good friend of ours and say, who's a performer? And I'm like, hey. So she said something about the flogger, and she's like, oh, I got you. We're going shopping. Let's go.
That's awesome. Because now you have those sources, right?
Yeah, and so that's one thing that exposure to these concepts can lead to an interest. Yeah. It's very, and that's one reason exposure is so important to, the outside world and, the non-monogamous, or to the monogamous. Yes. See these concepts and things play out, and should they have an interest, maybe it'll spark that interest.
Exactly.
We had a friend. Okay, so we throw a lot of parties. A lot of times we will do a cloud shared album.
Oh, yes.
That's
a good story.
Crazy photos after parties. Like, so for instance, we'll go to a hotel takeover, and all of our adventures will be chronicled by people, over the course of the weekend, and we'll all pool our photos together into one big album, And as we were adding people to this album so they could add their photos, one of us accidentally added someone from their vanilla sphere, an ex-coworker, and didn't realize it.
Yeah, because it was the same name as somebody else in the lifestyle. So I was like, okay, here we go. And then I didn't think about it.
I was trying to protect you.
You were not. You were not.
I just said one of us.
You're like, one of us.
One of us. Okay, so one of us accidentally added her ex-coworker, to an album, and then it went unnoticed
for like a day
for
or
2 weeks because it's from
Was it
St.
2 weeks?
Patrick's to when we were in Las
It was a
Vegas.
while.
We're in Las Vegas in April.
Yeah.
And the ex-coworker, finally messaged back on Instagram on the vanilla accounts, was like, so who do I have to spank to get to one of these parties?
And I was like,
And we're currently in Las Vegas, like miles and miles away
from home,
and even further away from where this party actually happened.
Right.
This is the Philadelphia party. And Chels was frozen with panic, and she's like, you know this old coworker of mine that you knew
because he's
socially?
met him too.
Yeah, I met
her too.
Yeah, I met her too.
You know,
she's like, do you remember her? I was like, yeah. She's like, so I accidentally added her to an album. And I was like, wait, what album?
What
and then,
kind of album?
Yeah, which
Which
one? From where?
And then,
well, lo and behold, today we're helping book her a room at a takeover.
Yeah, like
up.
this weekend. So it was like perfect timing because they had just talked about non-monogamy in their relationship. And I was like, well then, let me help you with this.
I just may know someone.
Yeah,
Right.
I might know someone. Because at first I was freaking out. I'm like, what do I do? What do I say? But then I'm like, really, I haven't worked with her in probably 8 years. We don't really have that many mutual friends. It's not like she knows my parents or, any friend, like family.
Well, it's not that. It's like, realistically, even if she decided to go scorched earth, I don't think she would because, once again, she herself was expressing an interest.
And she's talked about different things in the past where she was way more open than I used to be. So I knew she wasn't going to be judging. So even if she was.
But she herself was expressing an interest in the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So we invited her to come to a newbie-friendly meet and greet with her partner. Yeah. And they came and...
they went to a takeover like 2 weeks later, right?
No, the following week they went to... They did their first hotel takeover a week after the first meet and greet.
So I was like, what?
And then they're like... Well, it was fun. It wasn't as crazy as I expected as what the review was. And I was like, oh, if you're going crazy, what are you doing next weekend? And so we invited them to a house party in which, they dove in.
They loved it. And then, now they're going to a huge takeover this weekend. I think they're going to love
it. Yeah. So now they're going, after a few house parties, they're going to be going to the first large party. And they'll do great. Don't get me wrong, but once again, I think they are younger, and they do come from. I'm not saying they're a generation below us or anything like that, or younger than us, but I think that they were exposed to non-traditional relationships,
more openness,
at a younger age, and I think that helped break a lot of that social programming. So they were able to accept it a lot faster, and that this kind of pulls the conversation full circle to what we were talking about before. There is a lot of social deprogramming that has to happen to embrace the lifestyle, right? Like, there's people that hop in, fulfill their fantasies, and leave. There's people that hop in that want to do something and they're not prepared for it. They don't do the legwork for working on themselves.
And
they end up each other. They either they explode in a fireball with each other, or they exit the lifestyle swiftly.
Yeah, because they get scared off, or their morals are being questioned. All this stuff. Yep. And if you don't deal with that together, it's going to be an explosion.
Yeah, if they're not able to, they're going to make it. Exactly. One of those C's.
Yeah. Right.
And we've met a few couples, in our years that when you sit down and talk, and you see, well, what brought you here? Oh, to save our marriage.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
If there's already an underlying issue, whether it be, most of the time it's trust.
Exactly.
Now you're looking to do this, and I'm like, no, you're in the wrong. You're thinking the wrong thing here because it's going to crash and burn. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I hope the best for everybody.
Yep.
But this isn't something to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
We met a couple that had hopped into the lifestyle, and they were newbies, so we started helping them walk through the steps and giving them our advice. And as we got to know them better and better, we found out they were kind of in it to get back at each other.
Yeah, and we're like, this is not the way. Like, this is not.
Yeah, because one of them had
cheated, or
one of
the
them.
other one wanted to,
and then the other one was like, well, this, and no. So I think one cheated, then the other cheated.
Oh yeah.
And then they decided the best bet was they could try to bring their cheating above board. And
no,
That's
I was like, you guys are kind of doing this backwards.
the damage is done.
You really need to work at it from the other angle. You guys want to see each other fulfilled and happy, and this is something you guys can do as a unit, and it's not that. You guys are kind of trying to one-up each other at this point. It's not...
That's a whole lot of drama that none of us want to deal with.
And exactly. I mean, I think we all say going into lifestyle, like, it's about drama-free fun and enjoying. Exactly. That just leads to more... I got drama in my everyday work life. I don't need drama outside of it.
And that's what we say. If we're not having fun, what's the point? Like,
exactly.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, if it's not fun, there's no reason to do it. It's a terrible, it's terrible. But that's how some people are. Interesting footnote on that couple. They broke up while in the lifestyle.
That was bad.
Yeah,
and then he had another girlfriend, and then I don't know what happened.
It was just a disaster all around. It was very sad to witness.
Yeah, it is, because you see all these like beautiful couples, if they're doing it the right way, you're like, wow, like this is amazing. And then sometimes they crumble, it's like, oh.
And once again, like individually, I mean, those people were very sweet.
Oh yeah, they were good people,
kind individuals that had made mistakes, and the lifestyle's not suited for rectifying mistakes,
right?
So
and
to
it's
speak.
Not forever, You
need a pretty solid foundation, probably going in.
Yeah.
And trying to one up each other is not going to work. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No.
Not the place for that within the lifestyle. When everybody else is trying to have fun and enjoy themselves and experiment and grow. Well, guys, we've talked now for almost an hour. It has been a great conversation.
Thanks. I think it was all on your guys' side.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And I mean, just hearing your story and some of what you had to share and insights and everything, it's hopefully, whether it be veteran lifestyle listeners, whether it be people thinking about it that are listening into the show, take something away. Again, that's what we try to get. If somebody can take anything away, if you take a smallest piece of advice, not even advice, a thought, maybe a thought that helps you grow and become better. There's definitely a lot that we discussed. So we, again, appreciate your time, and enjoy your next hotel takeover here this weekend. And we definitely need to get together sometime here in the future, and we'll have to do some karaoke.
Definitely. Yes, First round's on us.
Yes. We appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for having us on, too. It was awesome to talk.
Our pleasure.
Real quick, though, question that we actually didn't ask at the beginning. Is there something anywhere on social media or anywhere that if somebody wants to kind of find out, hey, where are you? What kind of hotel parties are coming up and taking over? Is there a place a listener can find you online or on social media?
So we do have social media, but so locally we're running a group we call Meet and Mingle. And you can actually find that at mingle.city. And of course, on social media, you can find us on Facebook as Ranjan and Chelsa Panda. And I think, do we have any other socials?
Yeah, I think that's it, because I ran other ones, but like our couples ones are just Facebook, and then that's mainly. And then I mean, yes, but yeah, Meet and Mingle is probably the best in our Facebook.
Or of course, Friction Parties. You can find us on most of those emails, because we attend almost every event they throw.
All right. Good. Well, again, gives the listeners somewhere that they can find you guys and see what parties might be coming up. Again, whether it be local or outside of the area, if they're in any other areas.
Sure thing.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, guys, again, thank you for the time. It was great talking to you. And yeah, we'll have to go do karaoke here sometime soon after we get back from vacation.
Yes, let us
For
know.
sure. Keep us in the loop.
Yes.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank
All
you.
righty.
All right,
Thanks,
bye-bye.
guys.
Mhm.
Bye. All right. Well, that about wraps up this week's episode and episode 77. Again, I want to thank Ranjan and Chelsa for their time and for really just sitting and chilling with us, like we had said. Not too much else going on this weekend, or 2 weekends from now. Sorry, is the ASN Lifestyle Award Show. We'll be in Vegas while those are happening, but we will not be there. We're actually leaving town the day of that show. So good luck to everyone at the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Award Show. And, well, again, next time you hear from us, we'll be in Vegas. Let the debauchery begin.
The shenanigans.
Yes. Shenanigans. On the way. Please, as we always say, pay for your porn. Support all of the content creators and performers that we have here with us on the show throughout the years and have become friends with. Take care of yourself. As we said, we're taking 2 weeks for a vacation. I don't know if that's going to be taking care of myself mentally or not, but hopefully a little bit at least.
I guess we'll find out.
We will. And as we said, yeah, follow social medias for this excursion we're about to undertake.
To embark on.
Yes. Remember to wrap it before you tap it, lick it before you stick it, and until next time,
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.